Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on, everybody? It is June 12th. It is 2:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is a hot afternoon in San Diego. It's actually 75 degrees, which was almost 79 degrees earlier today. It was a good one. It's either too hot, too cold lately. We're real spoiled here. Anyways, I am doing an emergency live here because I did a couple lives earlier that weren't supposed to be viewed by anybody. Let me explain that quickly. Um, well, first, I went to a doctor's appointment today, and when I'm there, I actually record. We're not supposed to, okay? But I don't have enough memory on my phone a lot of times. So what I do before, I've done it in the past, I use live streams to record it and then just do private right after it's done. Well, now I got 107 subscribers. Thank you very much. 107 subscribers. That being said, I I got some views when I was doing this short, emergency what do you call it? Not emergency. Um, well, it was. I had a doctor's uh, appointment with my kidney specialist today. She was going over my blood work, and actually was good news. It was good news, even better news from the time before, because the previous two times before that, even the beginning of the year was not good. So let me explain. I'm a diabetic type 2. Ever since I had my stroke uh, 3 years ago, even in the hospital, and they ran all my blood work, and they're, hey, your blood pressure, hey, your heart, your kidneys, like that was the big thing. And there was like freaking out and saying dialysis, dude, you're screwed, you're done. From my primary care doctor that I got signed up with to seeing everybody else, they finally signed me up with this specialist that I've been seeing for almost 2.5 years now, and she is a blessing in disguise. I love her to death because she really does seem to care. She knows her stuff, and she doesn't beat around the bush. She'll say this, like, she's got that motherly type thing, which is cool a lot of times. I am one of the younger patients there because, like I said, she's a specialist, so she deals with kidney disease. So let me explain. Your kidneys, there's 5 stages in your kidney stage. Number 5 being the best. So if you're not diabetic or nothing, no kidney disease, you're number 5. Then there's like stage number. Let me go backwards. There's number 1. Sorry, I'm going backwards. So there's number 1, and then there's number 2. Well, I'm at 3. Okay, there's 3, 4, and 5. 5 being the worst. 3 being right in the middle, but I'm at 3B. So I'm in the middle of 3 and 4. All right. So even as of when I first saw her, I was asking her, what's the time frame of me? And this is back in 2023. Excuse me, in 2021. I'm saying why 2023. In 2021, I asked her, the way I'm going right now, it's like, when these really, in your professional opinion, that you may see me being on dialysis. And she said 5 to 10 years, depending on how, you react to medications and everything. So let's jump now to 2023. From 2021, doing all the medications she was giving me and me working on everything else. So in 2023 and late last year, my numbers weren't being good. So when they do blood work, she checks everything, right? So what happens is your kidney is like a filter, right? So when your it's filtering out like proteins, what they call it, right? So too many proteins were going through my kidneys, if that makes any sense. So the numbers were real high, and if anybody knows anything, they were in the 4,000s. I guess the normal person is like in the even hundreds, I think. Yeah, that was as of 2023. So let's jump now to the end of 2023. I think I was like at 2200 or 2400. So now let's jump to 2024 of January, and I was still at like, I think I jumped over to 2400, which we went up. There we go, from 2200 to 2400 or whatever it was. So it was, I was right digressing. So I'm like, so then even then I asked her in January. I said, okay, now in January 2024. Now, mind you, she said 5 to 10 years back in 2021. I'm a pessimist, so I heard 5 years tops, not 5 to 10. I heard five at the best. She said 2 to 3. That wasn't very convincing, so I heard two, maybe less. So yeah, it's like, that was like, going in my mind. Okay, so let's jump now to we're right now, what, in June. So she sees me every 3 months or so, every 4 months. So that was that. So she saw me a couple months ago. I did a blood work, and she saw the numbers, and she said I was at. Sorry guys, I can't think right now. I was getting better. The numbers are going down. So, anyways, jump to the present right now. I did blood work last week. I actually missed my appointment today. Brain fart, thinking that my appointment was at 12:42. No, it was at 10 something, and I crossed it. Anyways, I messed up. Even though I wrote at 12:40, so they made an official thing. Hey, you can come in. It's gonna be real quick. Okay, so I came in and I let her talk what we're gonna say, and she said that she was happy with that. That she saw that. She saw. She said it's even better than that. So I don't know. Like I said, I record this so I can have those numbers. Because I didn't get a printout this time. I usually get a printout and I have that. And I'm like, dude, I filed those somewhere, But I go by that, and then when I see her again, oh yeah, I remember this, and that. Also, I'm going that. Now I'm gonna reiterate also why I record this, and I'm gonna go into that. She was more concerned actually with my A1C. A1C is the blueprint of what your blood sugar is for the past, like, covering months. Not your blood sugar, that you check, you know what a blood sugar is, or I have the patch over here. It's actually, what your blood sugar, the blueprint. So it's like when you see the doctor and you do blood work, and you go, hey, why's your blood sugar this? Like, oh, well, I don't know. You can't lie. So, anyways, a diabetic, the best you can shoot at 7.0. I'll explain that. I've hit that number several times, but I've shot up. I was at 7.4, then I was at 7.1. I was 7.2, then 7.1 again. Well, I hit 8.2. And I'm like, yeah, I've been bad with my diet, what I've been eating. And so I've been eating carbs and stuff, pasta, some rice, but I've been eating coffee cakes with my coffee every morning. So I'm guilty. So she said that, and then she said my potassium levels are up. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you said that because of my medications. Like I said, that's why I record those things, because I got to come back and rewind what she's saying so I pay attention. And then we talked about that. Oh, this, are you taking this? I'm like, oh, well, you said this, and then she looked at me like, yeah, I prescribed this stuff, these packets. It's like a powder, a chalky powder I'm supposed to take. I think every day or once a week. I don't know, but it's supposed to help keep my potassium levels down, because the medications that I'm on, and including one of the medications that she did, and one of the other medications that she even raised it for my blood pressure, that it makes my potassium go up, and that's bad for my kidneys. She said it's my potassium is up, but she's surprised it's not as bad. But it's like it's supposed to help my blood pressure. My blood pressure has been good. So that being said, I gotta start taking those packets, And like I said, that's why I record, because I'm supposed to come back and rewind what she's telling me, so I can put it in my program every day, and I don't. I go back, I put these lives, I put them on private right away. But today, people jumped on. They saw me. Oh, Bears live. Let's go. Click. And actually, who was it? There was comments on there when I was logging off, and there was a couple of people. And one on was Christine Fowler, and she was making comments, and then she said, "Are you okay?" And you asked if you can subscribe. Yeah, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your concern. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. I'm fine, guys. So let me go back now. I'm 3 for 3. Let me explain. So today I saw my kidney doc, my specialist, and she had good news. She said, "Hey, you're good. Just keep working on your diet." I know. So I have to work on it, and unfortunately, I can't really do exercise, guys, because I've had issues again. I mean, not again, just it's increased the neurological part. So I have to work whatever I can here. I got to also work with diet as much as I can. I got to get strict. Even my baby mama said something last month. Um, you gained weight, huh? In other words, she's saying you're getting fat, dude, and she's right, man. I see the videos, I see the pictures, dude. That's the clothes, man. I know, so I got to work on that. So 3 for 3, the kidney specialist. I keep forgetting her title, man. I got to remember that. It's just a really hard title for me to remember. But yesterday, I got a phone call from my cardiologist, my heart specialist. They did a stress test 2 or 3 weeks ago, um, and she was happy. So you're doing good. Your heart's good. I had her repeat about the valve on my left leg in my vein, and she says, "Yeah, we checked that. Actually, they did an ultrasound on your leg again. Everything's good. The ultrasound on your chest is good. On your neck is good." Uh, I said, "Well, we'll not have to come in next year again." Because I was doing one once a year since I had my stroke that had me going. So no, you know what? You're good. I don't want to see you 3 to 5 years unless you're having problems. You don't have any like showing anything with any blockages or anything, which means it's like my cholesterol's going down, which means there's no signs of blockages or anything like that. So that's good. Said 3 to 5 years. The apparatus I have an implant here, so it's not showing any abnormalities. So I have an implant here. They put to check my heart rate, everything. So whenever I feel weird, I should put the button. But we've come to the realization that as long as my heart rate's good, because heart rate and blood pressure are two different things, and I've noticed that. So my heart rate was kind of getting weird, and my blood pressure was like okay. So we'll go that we're starting to come to like what, it's neurological problems that I'm really having. So she's happy. So that's 2 for 3 right there. And then Monday I saw my endocrinologist, which is that the diabetes specialist, the specialist this blood work, the checks my blood. Again, she had blood work from a month ago, so it was a 7-2. The time before 7-1, but she likes that because they're hooked up to this on my phone, but the computer over there, so they're monitoring everything. My averages. She was happy with my numbers. She said, "If that's your numbers, that's your numbers. We can work a little better, no problem." So we're talking about. Oh, my song's on. So she said, "Hey," and she was actually impressed of the knowledge that I had. I was, I said, "Yeah, I've done my homework on this thing, and I like it because it's like on the phone, and I can check." And I was checking. Oh yeah, the average. I checked, and like, oh okay, so you got a grasp on it and stuff. So just work on it, and like, we'll see you again in like 3 to 4 months. Oh, she showed me some things. She was more concerned telling me about, she was a nurse actually, and she was telling me about like if your blood sugar is too low. She was showing me something that they think that actually just you inhale it, you squeeze it, and it goes in, and it goes your blood sugar. You don't have to like stuff in your nose. If somebody's with you, So sometimes keep some candy and stuff like that. But in case, they gave me something else, I gotta show it. I gotta bring it to show her. The previous doctor said, "Oh yeah, your blood sugar, it's a syringe and a powder and a vial, and then you have to like mix it, and then you have to like shake it, and then kind of the air out, and then inject yourself with whatever it is to make your blood sugar go up." But dude, I don't know if any of you guys know what low blood sugar does to you when it gets that low to that point. when it goes under 70, 60, 50, I've gotten sometimes 49 in the past. At that time, you're beyond shaky. You're losing, like, you can't speak. I mean, you're like ready to lose consciousness. And at one time, I almost lost consciousness. Luckily, I was with my roommates, and we were at a bar. We're actually watching basketball, but they knew that I wasn't messed up because I don't really drink. Back then, as a drinker, I didn't really drink, so they knew I wasn't messed up. So then they took me out. They knew I was a diabetic, so they told somebody, a bar back, to give me some juice or something. And yeah, as soon as I got some of the apple juice, I kind of like picked up and everything. So, anyways, like, dude, you're like shaking around, So this other thing they gave me, so she was happy with that. So that's 3 for 3. That's 3 for 3. My diabetes, my just got to work on my A1C and my weight, and my heart's good, everything, and my kidneys are good. And that was one I was really worried about. So again, I asked her, hey, in your honest opinion, the way I'm going, what? So, okay, I was like, 2 years maybe. Okay, 2 years. But then she clarified something. So remember I was telling 1 through 5, so I'm at 3B. So if I hit even, when I hit 4, I was thinking that was dialysis. She said, no. You still got 5. So that buys me time. That was a whole issue, because once then you're on dialysis, that's it, that's it. Diabetes runs in my family, on my dad's side, and luckily he doesn't have that. But my uncles have it. I think all the males. And then his uncles, my dad's uncles, they all had it. And they all passed away, complications from that. So uh, whenever I was seeing doctors, dude, you're diabetic. You know what's happening? I'm like, yeah. I'm all, yes, and and they're like, oh, like asking, like, and I'm like, yes, I know, it's like, you start going blind. They most likely cut your foot or both feet off. You go on dialysis, and um, if you don't have a massive heart attack, you'll have massive strokes, and then that's it. And then they're like, they give me, like, you ever have like a dog or a puppy, and they give you like, hmm, 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 confused look. Like, I was like so nonchalant. Like, yeah, I know. It runs my family. I've seen my family, and back in 2000 when I was like diagnosed as diabetic, and doctors, yeah, you're diabetic, and it just runs its course. No matter how much you take care of yourself, eventually, like I said, I induced my diabetes by pretty much 20 years because I was a lot fatter, guys. When I say a lot fatter, I crossed over 300, and I think I was close to actually 400 pounds when I finally started doing something. I was diagnosed as a diabetic. What he said was, I was a walking heart attack. He said, I'm surprised you have not had a heart attack yet. We have to check you. Didn't have any heart attacks yet to this point. So that being said, I'm good, guys. Thank you very much. Whoever's concerned, whoever sees this live stream, I'm going to leave it up. So whoever comes back and like goes, hey, what was going on? Thank you. I had somebody also that possibly was in Russian. I don't know. I don't want to convince. Maybe you're Ukrainian. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't understand the language or even the name. Said something, comment. So thank you for viewing or whatever. And then there's another person underneath also. I'll double check also, and then But Christine Fowler, I actually subscribe to you. If you check, I did subscribe to you. I do that to people, that want to subscribe to me. I'll subscribe to your. Even if you don't have any videos, it's fine. What else I want to talk about? Health. Oh, yeah. Neurological. It is what it is. I can't control that. I've. It's an up and down field thing, guys. I feel good, and then I won't feel good, and then I'll feel terrible. I'll lay down, I'll go to sleep, wake up throughout the day, maybe or night, hungry, and then I just deal with it best I can. I can still do things like, hey, but I'm not supposed to be driving because I don't have my driver's license. So I broke the law. So whoever wants to turn me in, I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. And I don't drive around. I drive when I have to, like doctor's appointments, pharmacy, grocery store sometimes. Which question, boy? You need a bath. But that's about it, guys. So again, I just want to say, whoever came on and was concerned, I'm fine. I'm okay. Our road to the 7,433 miles is still on. I don't have a ticket yet. I kind of saw a flight that I'm really interested in. I'm trying to make as many appointments before that date. It looks like some aren't working out, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I just got to go when I can go now. All right. See you soon. Peace out.